Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hello friends, once again. So, we are here for lecture 16 on body language. So, let us move further, and body language as such is one of the first and the most important aspects, components of non-verbal communication. We have already told you in the lecture class on non-verbal communication, introduction and conclusion, that non-verbal communication consists of body language or kinesics and 7 more components. In this lab class, we will be doing some activities to bring out the aspects and the practical applications of non-verbal communication, especially as it relates to body language. Now, this is also known as kinesics because it is related to kinetic, or it is related to movement of the body parts, especially the ones which are visible and most difficult to hide. In the face as such, I am talking about facial expressions. Number 1 on the slide, facial expressions, especially we think about the eyebrows and the forehead. We think about the eyes because gaze or eye contact is very important to establish the human connect during the non-verbal communication process. And number 3 and last is the mouth. Basically, I am talking about the smile. The smile is an important component of your personable personality and the way in which you present yourself to the rest of the world. The second aspect of kinesics or body language is posture, which relates to position vis-a-vis the other with whom the communication is going on. So, let us say there are 2 interactants, or there are 2 people who are communicating, or maybe 2 or more than 2, whatever. The position they adopt vis-a-vis the other is called posture. Number 3, which is the third component of body language or kinesics, is gestures. Gestures are gesticulations. Whatever you do with your hands, even if it is clapping or namaste or whatever it is, even if it is this steepling posture, very much seen in the corporate sector. The fourth and the last is attractiveness. Today in the morning, Rajarshi Trivedi was talking about attractiveness in another context on interpersonal communication. So, attractiveness is the fourth and the last component of body language or kinesics. So, having given you a brief introduction to body language or kinesics, for which we have this lab class, first of all I would like to show you some of the very best scenes from this movie clip on Liar Liar. It is some of the scenes from Jim Carrey. So, in short, in other words, this video is again imperatively proving the point that as far as body language is concerned, we cannot lie. In this movie Liar Liar, this character, central character whom we saw, is unable to lie. He is somehow genetically, or I do not know how, proved time and again to tell the truth whatever he has to do for that purpose. So, we move further and we have the first activity. We have 2 pairs of students who can come up to the podium to participate in this activity. I have already described this activity. So, let us have 2 volunteers, not necessarily boy girl, even 2 girls will do. So friends, actually I wanted to tell you in the midst of this class on body language, the lab session number 16, that we have thought of showing to you 2 sample videos from YouTube. The title of my intervention here, or my kind of exposing you to the masters of body language, is the intention is that we should be able to appreciate 2 of the greatest performers of non-verbal communication, exactly and precisely speaking, body language. The first one is a classic example of Charlie Chaplin, and when we were young, I think even now when we are old, or all of you, the current contemporary generation, have heard of this name Charlie Chaplin, who is the master of body language. So Charlie Chaplin is synonymous with body language, because there is no single word uttered, totally non-verbal communication. The entire fun, humor, comedy you see in performances, movies and movie clips from Charlie Chaplin are based on his face, facial expressions, number 2 posture, number 3 gesture, and number 4 is attractiveness. So it's my happiness, I am very happy because I feel like laughing just when I see the title of this movie, City Lights. And we have for you a clip from City Lights, which is a boxing comedy, and here you may go ahead and enjoy. Very good, well done. Hello friends. So I hope that you have enjoyed role play 1 and role play 2 of this lab session number 16 on body language, and we have I am sure that we have really savored and enjoyed the boxing comedy scene from City Lights by the master of body language, that is Charlie Chaplin. In recent times, we have been a fan of America's Got Talent, and if you go to AGT, America's Got Talent, then one of the best performers or comic scenes, especially as related to this topic of body language, is Tape Face, or the boy with tape on his face. So it's very instrumental. I think it's very related to the topic of body language lecture 16, that we should be able to see how Tape Face, who was the finalist in America's Got Talent show, is called a master of body language. And here we present to you the second video clip from YouTube on the masters of body language. My second example is Tape Face, and I have for you a performance by Tape Face in Edinburgh 2011. It's called The Boy with Tape on His Face, 3@the Fringe, BBC 3. This is how you can search for it, and the link is also provided in this slide. I would like you to go through this video and understand the relation, the correlation, the intricacies and the delicate contours of body language. Again I repeat, number one, face, which consists of mouth, which consists of your smile, which consists of your forehead, which consists of your facial expressions. Number two, posture, that is your position vis-a-vis the other, that is the communicatee or communicator. Number three, gestures, gestures meaning gesticulations or what you do with your hands or the upper limbs, forelimbs. And the last one is attractiveness. So how does Tape Face, the finalist in America's Got Talent show, display that he is a master of body language? It's most funny scene full of comedy, and it's a classic example of why we would prefer. It's a very well-founded reason why I would choose Tape Face to be the second or one of the masters of body language, apart from the classic example of Charlie Chaplin. Of course, the only difference is that most of the Charlie Chaplin movies are in black and white, and some of those verbal communications are shown as subtitles in English at the bottom of the slide or maybe somewhere else in a box, captioned box. But the point is that Tape Face is a much recent phenomena, but he has taken the world of videos or the world of audiovisual or the world of reality shows by a storm because of his classic performance. And therefore, I think I have given you enough reason to look forward to the Masters of Body Language number 2, example number 2, Tape Face, the boy with tape on his face. Please view and try to relate it to the theoretical lectures on body language introduction and body language conclusion. I am sure that you will be able to find the threads which connect the idea that body language, which is the most important component of the 7-part non-verbal communication, because it's the language of the body, it's the language of the body which cannot be hidden, and you will be able to find connection between this video and why it has been said imperatively, why it has been repeated, insisted that body language and non-verbal communication or body language as a part of non-verbal communication contains, carries, emits, transmits 65% of the message value of the communication taking place. So, please view the video which is coming now. So, actually now we have shown you 2 videos to impress upon you the fact that in the world of media around us, we have two masters of the body language. The first is Charlie Chaplin, and the second video we showed you in the class was that of Tape Face, and that would be concluding lecture number 16 on body language. Thank you and God bless you once again. We will meet soon with the next lecture in the series on employment communication, a lab-based course. Thank you once again.